Hey, it's Mr. Keys, and today we're going to continue our talk about chord progressions. In part 1, we spoke about which chords we would choose for our chord progression. We also spoke about how the 1, 2, 4, and 6 chords were good chords to start on for any chord progression, followed by any chords from the 1 chord all the way to the 6 chord. Today we're going to speak about the length of chords when we create chord progressions and the length of our phrase as well. Generally, the length of our chords will be 2, 4, or 8 beats long. As always, there are exceptions to these rules, but these rules will represent what you hear in the majority of pop music. Also, in the last video, the length of our phrase was always 4 beats long. But just like how chords can have various lengths, phrases can as well. The most common lengths for phrases are 2 bars, 4 bars, and 8 bars. This means that the chord pattern will repeat itself after that duration. Let's look at some examples from pop music and see how the pros create their phrases and determine the lengths of each chord. Let's take a look at the chorus of The Monster by Eminem featuring Rihanna. The phrase is 2 bars long. It features 3 chords, the 6 chord, 5 chord, and 4 chord. The 6 chord is 2 beats, the 5 chord is 2 beats, and the 4 chord is 4 beats. This makes up 2 complete bars. Let's look at the music notation for this. So we start by writing out our time signature. And this time, it's only going to be 2 bars. So this is bar 1, and this is bar 2, and then we have our double bar lines. We have A minor first, followed by G major, and these are going to be 2 beats each. And then we have F major, and this is 4 beats long. So 2, 2, and 4. Okay, let's see how it sounds. Here we go. A minor, G major, F major. 6, 5, 4. 6, 5, 4. This time I'm going to count the beats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I think you get the idea. Okay, let's hear what it sounds like with the lyrics from the chorus. I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. You think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. We can see that there are more elements to just playing these chords for all of these songs. There are bass lines, drums, vocal melodies, instrument melodies, etc. The most important thing to note is that they are all controlled by the chords that are selected for the song. Let's take a look at another example by Jay-Z called Holy Grail. We'll just take a look at the chorus, which is sung by Justin Timberlake. All of the chords are 4 beats long. The song has the 1 chord, the 3 chord, the 4 chord, the 5 chord, and the 6 chord. That's a lot of chords. Let's take a look at what this would look like using notation. So, it's in 4/4. It's an 8-bar phrase, which means we have 8 bars in the phrase. So I'm just going to divide up this, hopefully nice and easily, into 8 bars. So in the first bar, we have the C major chord, which is the 1 chord. In the second bar, we have the 5 chord, which is G major. Then we have the 6 chord, which is A minor. Then we have the 5 chord again. Then we have the 4 chord. Then we have the 5 chord. Then we have the 3 chord twice. Now, in the real song, it's not really the 3 chord. They use a variation of it, but we're just going to use the 3 chord for simplicity's sake. Now, each of the chords are 4 beats long. So I'm going to write a whole note for each of them. All right, let's take a listen to it and let's see exactly how it sounds. So first we're going to start with the 1 chord. So here we go. 1, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 4, 5, 3, and 3 again. Okay? Okay, let's look at one final example. This is for the verse from Sorry by Justin Bieber. The chords are 4, 6, and 5. The 4 chord is 2 beats long, the 6 chord is 2 beats long, and the 5 chord is 4 beats long. This is what it looks like using notation. So we're in 4/4 once again. We have 4 bars. So I'm going to divide this into 4 bars nicely. We said that the 4 chord is 2 beats, the 6 chord is 2 beats, and then the 5 chord is 4 beats. And then it repeats. 4, 6, 5. We could argue that this is just a 2-bar phrase, but I just prefer to keep it as a 4-bar phrase. So each of these is 2 beats. This is 4 beats. This is 2 beats and 4 beats. And so 2, 2, 4, and 2, 2, 4. All right, let's listen to what it sounds like. 4, 6, 5. 4, 6, 5. 2 beats, 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just an introduction to how to create chord progressions. We've learned how long chords can be, how long chord progressions can be, and many other things as well. But now it's going to be up to you to experiment and try different things to get chord progressions that you actually like to work with.